Hey guys, I'm Jasmine Jackson, and I'm going to be continuing from my previous speech on why I believe that college student athletes should be paid. So, my first reason today is going to be that being a college student athlete is a full-time job. So, for example, I have a brother named Jameson, and he has to get up by about 4:30 and be at practice by 5 o'clock in the morning. They practice from 5 to 7 a.m. and from 7 to 8:30, that's when they shower and they eat and get ready for class. They go to class at about 8:30 to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and right after class he has to go back to practice by about 3 o'clock, and they practice from 3 to 7. Then after that the coaches will let them go, and they have to go to the study hall for 2.5 hours to make sure they can maintain their grades and keep up with what they need to. On Fridays they'll have intense practices because Saturdays are usually game days for them, and for home games they'll have a practice from about 8 to 11. Then they'll let them out to go eat and do whatever they need to do before the game, and they'll give that about 11 to 1. Then their games will either be at 3 or 7 o'clock, and games usually last about 2.5 to 3 hours. So then on Saturdays, after their games, they go back to the hotel if it's an out-of-town game. And on Sundays, they usually head back and watch film to point out everything they did wrong. And then they have practice right after film just to correct everything that they had done wrong in that last game. My second one will be, even though the students get full rides, they still need help paying for their own needs like laundry soap, clothes, etc. And just because they get a full ride and they still need help, that definitely means that if they don't get a full ride, they need extra help, because it's really hard to be a full college athlete while keeping a job and trying to buy yourself everything that you can. And you have to just hopefully cover everything that you can while trying to maintain a job and be a student athlete, because full scholarships, they maintain about most of your food, dorms, food, etc. And as not being a full ride, you hope that it'll help you out, but sometimes it only pays for your books, and you have to pay for your food, your dorms, everything else. And my third today will be that they have to get entertainment, because even though they rarely get time off, when they do get time off, they don't want to just sit there all day and do nothing. They want to have fun still, because they're college kids. Every college kid wants to have fun. I've never heard of one that doesn't want to have fun when they can. So they need money to pay for entertainment, but spending all that money on their dorms, their food, and their clothes that they need for being an athlete, they also need money to keep them entertained, because on the weekends when they actually have time to do whatever they need to do, they usually don't have money because they already spent it on who knows what with their money. And they also need financial help, because my brother personally doesn't know how to keep his money, and he'll just spend it because he thinks that he can do whatever he wants with it. And yes, that was my second part of my previous speaking assignment, and I hope y'all like it.